Imagine coming home every night, thinking you live alone, only to find out someone has been living with you this entire time. Unfortunately, this is a true story. In 2018, a nursing student in San Diego had moved into a quiet apartment complex near the hospital where she would work night shifts. She lived alone in apartment 14C. At first, everything was perfect. Cheap rent, quiet neighbors, and it was close to work. But after 2 weeks of moving in, she started noticing strange things. Every morning after her shift, around 4:15 a.m., she would walk into her apartment and feel wrong. Not scared, but the feeling as if she's being watched. The first real incident happened on a Tuesday. She had left her bathroom light on before work. She clearly remembered it because the bulb flickered, and she had made a mental note to replace it after she got home from work. But when she came home, the light was off. She brushed it off. Maybe she had imagined leaving it on, but she still had this feeling as if something is still not right. And so the next night, she tested it. She decided to leave the bathroom light on again. She even went as far as taking a picture before leaving. And when she came home at around 4:12 a.m., the light was off. Her stomach dropped. She checked the photo. It was on. That same morning, while lying in bed trying to sleep, she heard it. A slow shuffle from inside her closet. Not scratching, not tapping, shuffling. Like if someone was shuffling their weight. She froze, held her breath, then the sound stopped. She ended up staying awake for hours before finally convincing herself it was the building's plumbing. But things escalated. Food began disappearing. Small things like yogurt cups, protein bars, a single apple. But then one morning, she had came home early and her shower was damp. Steam still clung to the mirror. And the crazy thing is, she hadn't showered before work. And that's when she decided to call the landlord. And he insisted that no one had absolute access to her unit. No maintenance requests, no spare keys, absolutely nothing. So for the sake of her own sanity, she ends up buying a cheap motion camera and decides to hide it, facing the front door and the hallway. The following night, she ends up going to work like everything's normal. But at 2:37 a.m., her phone buzzed. Motion detected. She opens the app, and at first nothing looked wrong. But then, she sees it. Inside the darkness, a woman crawls out. Not walked, crawled. She unfolded herself slowly, like she'd been cramped inside for hours. She was thin, filthy, barefoot. She stood there listening for what might have been like an eternity, then calmly walked into the kitchen and proceeds to open the fridge. She ate her snacks. She drank her